Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, or hello if you've never been here before. Today I'm going to do something a little bit different than I usually do. I'm outside and ironically I'm still in a nursery, but this is a different nursery than where you change shitty nappies. Behind me is lots and lots of macadamia plants, a few $1,000s worth growing in my backyard. This is what Chris does for a little extra bit of money, and it's actually how we ended up buying our house. So I just thought I'd walk you through the process of what happens, and I hope you enjoy the video. Let's just get straight into it. The first place that we're going to start is in this greenhouse. It may look like I'm sitting in a big sandpit, but this sandpit has a way bigger purpose than just to play in. These are actually pallet boxes that Chris has made. He fills them up with sand and then he puts a layer of macadamia nuts down, puts sand over the top of them, and soon they will shoot up, giving you rootstock to start planting your macadamia plants into soil. The second piece of the process starts right here in another greenhouse. It's really toasty in here, which is the perfect conditions for plants to start popping up. As you can see, they're doing their thing. All we have to do from here is plant them into the soil. Now that we're ready to start planting, all we need is some soil and some pots. We have some special soil made up, but all you actually need is a soil that has some slow release fertilizer in it and you're good to go. Now you're ready to plant your macadamia plant. Make sure that you've chopped the J root off the bottom of the plant, and they only need one shoot coming up off the top. So if there's any excess shoots, chop them off as well. Fill your pot with soil, chuck it in, make sure that it's standing up nice and straight. Pack the soil in nice and tightly, and there you have it. Make sure that you water the plants in well so that they don't die. This is what they'll look like once they're on the bench. These have been planted not very long ago, so they're still really little. These are the benches that we use before they've been filled up. Chris just makes them with steel that he gets welded and some chicken wire to hold the plants. You've also got to make sure that you have sprinklers, otherwise you have to be down here all the time watering them. This is what they'll look like as they start to grow. And this is what they look like when they're really tall. If you find a tall plant like this, make sure you pinch the top off. That's called tipping, and it's what you want to do to get them nice and thick, which is ideal for the next step. The next piece of the puzzle is to graft your plant. Once your plant's thick enough, you can go to a farm and choose whichever variety you desire to graft on top of. Each variety has a different benefit. Some of them, they grow quicker, some of them, they have a bigger yield. So what you have to do is you chop the top of this plant off, you get your little piece of wood, you shave both of them back, and you wrap it around with some tape. And then in a few weeks, little buds will start popping up on the top of this. This is what a newly grafted plant looks like once the buds start popping out of the top. And this is what it looks like after a few weeks of growth. When they start to grow these, take them off. They're really not needed. Macadamias only need to have one shoot until they're planted into the ground. All they're doing is taking the nutrients away from the budding plants. The reason why you have to graft your plant is because the nut that you originally plant is only really good for rootstock, and whichever variety you choose to graft on top has different benefits, like I told you before. Once they're big enough, they're ready to be sold and planted into the ground like the tree behind me. Make sure you're watering your trees twice a day and fertilizing at least once a week for the best growth. Hopefully you liked this video. If you did, give it a big thumbs up, subscribe, comment, turn my post notifications on, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye guys.